corner. Come on in and say hello. When we get a friend or two here, I'm going to let you help me decide what we're going to do. Because I have two things planned for this heirloom tablet. It's a paper pad by Park Lane, which is Joann's. I don't typically purchase Joann's paper. That's a me thing. I just don't particularly care for just different way it handles when we're crafting with it. So that's a me thing. So I just was wondering, do you guys want to, well, we're up really high again, guys. Do you guys want to create just like a small mini folio, or would you like to start an entire journal cover? So while I'm waiting for a friend or two to get on here, there were a few things that I needed to do to wrap up this book right here, this one here. The Daffodil Journal. We just had some cards that I wanted to cut apart and pop into this journal. So while I'm waiting for a friend or two to get here, right now I have no one along with me for the ride, but that's okay. Friends will get here if they can. And when a friend or two gets here, we'll get started on what we want to do. Because I got a couple of ideas in mind, no kidding. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're coming in and do all the things that you're supposed to do here on this platform. They did make an announcement that I was live, and I am live, so we should be good to go. I know there's a pretty big event going on over on Facebook today, and I was part of it this morning, and that's where a lot of my friends, my YouTube friends might be. They might be. Okay. So this book, we're going to tuck these things inside of there, and then we're going to call it a wrap for this book, and then we're going to jump into it. Whoever's getting here, say hello, because I see that one friend is here, and we're going to be using this heirloom tablet today to create, but I'm just curious what you guys would like to see. Do you guys want to see just a small folio made from, a very basic sort of simple thing, or would you guys like to see an updo and start of a new journal kind of pack? We're going to pair this heirloom pad with some things from this Sears and Roebuck's. It says it's a fall 1900s guide. Hey Debbie, but it's a reproduction, it says right here. And I think it's kind of cool. And I think we could get some cool ephemera pieces out of it. Sorry, not trying to promote any kind of violence there. But look at all the musical instruments and just some really pretty things. So whatever we do, we're going to pair this. So I like your input. Debbie, you're the only one here, so you kind of get a say. Do you want an easy folio that we can probably get done today? Or do you want something a little more complex where we'll start a cover and we'll work from there? So while you're saying those things, I just want to tuck these few things in. This book is finished, you guys. So it will be available in my next Facebook auction sale. And, I think I want to just maybe glue this little cottage onto here. We have two sets of eyes here now, our two friends. So we're just looking for what you guys would like to do tonight. Maybe you don't want to do nothing. Maybe that you're like, that's it. No, nothing. We doing nothing. We're just going to put some cards in here. Either way, it's going to be a new book. Either it's going to be a mini journal book or it's going to be a Cheez-It box book. Saved me a cheese. I got a couple of Cheez-It box books around here, you guys. So that's unique for sure. Let's, you know what? Let's add her onto here. She's going to look real fancy on there. So I have to do a video, a flip through of this book. And then let's do this one over here. That'll look pretty there. So some you can see I'm just tucking them in here wherever they'll go, and other ones I'm gluing down to make it happen, to make something happen. You vote for the Cheez-It box. Okay, well, if we do, we're gonna try my friend from oh gosh, her name just escaped me, you guys. She was good, but I'm tired. You guys, that baby wears me out. I'm just saying. These babies do their thing and they wear you out. And if that ain't the truth, let me tell you. She did wear me out. But you know, it is what it is. And hey Chris. Okay, so my sweet friend Donna from, oh gosh, Twisted Paper Studio, she does a book cover using boxes. So this is done. This is complete. This will be in the next auction, you guys. It's a finito. She does a book cover where she takes several pieces of fabric, okay, like all different kinds, and she just sort of throws them all together for a hodgepodge. Well, I have some fabrics. Let me show you what I have, and we can kind of go from there. I have some more rustic style fabrics in this. I like this blue and this kind of paired together. This is a vintagey piece. Here's some more. This is just, I don't know what that's from. Someone send me some of these scraps. Look at these really cool scraps. So we could do a journal cover the way my friend does it, and just kind of go with it from there. So that's kind of all the ones that sort of will match my vintage feel of a thing that we're going to be doing with this book. So we have some of this black, we have some of this this gray and black, this blue. So I'm liking this color combination with this black. Are you guys liking this color combination? I am. I'm thinking this is a really cool color combo. And they're nice and dark. So we're going to cover this up. Oh, gee willikers. I want to cover it up. Let's put it that way. I want to cover it up, but the brown paper I use for covering is very buried. It's very much buried, you guys, like way back in there. As long as everything doesn't come crashing down, we'll be fine. Woo! Okay, so this is not my style. This is Donna's style from Twisted Paper Studio. I'll tag her in the video description afterwards. So let me take you up a little bit so you have a little bit of seeing room. Okay, so this is going to be a junk journal of sorts using one paper pad. And it's going to take more than one shot here to get this job done. So I should have left that up here so I could cut it up. So what did everybody do today? I babysat my granddaughter today, so my daughter could work. My daughter's not going to be working too much longer. But she's so sweet. Ooh, but does that girl have a temper? My Lanta, does that girl have a temper? When she gets mad, buddy, wee doggy, does she howl and scream. Ooh, she's something else. Okay, so I'm breaking down a box. This is a Cheez-It box. Any box will do. You can use any box at all. It doesn't really matter. I just like to line it up. There's a nice 6 inches. That'll be good to work with in using 12 by 12 paper, as in 6 inches wide. So we can fold 12 inches in half, and we'll get a good amount there. So, all right, let's fold this over, and we're going to line this up. I'm cutting it to 7 1/4 now. And then when we flip it around the other direction, this way, we'll get it down to 7 inches. So it's going to be 6 by 7. And actually we can do 7 1/4, you guys. So it's 6 by 7 1/4 is what it's going to be. And it doesn't even have to be 6 inches. We can make it smaller. We can make it 5. Let's do that. Let's make it to 5 1/4. 5 1/4 by 7 1/4 is going to be a nice 5 by 7 album, okay? So we just have to put this on that 5 1/4 and trim that up. Okay, now let me just tell you something. I felt like I made a mistake there, but I was good. This has a spine width on it of 2 inches, which means I'm going to get a good 2 signatures in there. Could be 3, possibly. So, you guys tell me, you want to see 2 signatures? You want to see 3? Hello, Debbie Fritz and Chris. Okay, and that's it. So we only had one person here voting, so you guys are getting the Cheez-It box. And I think the ladies over on Facebook are going to be jealous. So these pieces here are pieces that, these, in my opinion, are garbage. I do not keep pieces that are this small. Some junk journalers will keep it and they'll turn this into, this here could be a tag or it could be turned into a bookmarker. Entirely up to you. Those are your choices. Hi, Tana. How are ya? Live on YouTube. Let me tell my friend I'm live on YouTube. There we go. Okay. So, listen, Angie, y'all know Angie, the Crafty Bunch by Rustic Daisies, Angie, she works in a thrift store, y'all. And I keep telling her, if you see anything good, you want to see 3, you want to see 2. Okay, let's do 2 or 3. I think it will depend on what it speaks to us. Anyways, she is on there. She sends me a picture of this section that is like for big and tall ladies. Okay, I'm going to cut this down to 7. So we'll have a nice little bookmark section that we'll cover with fabric too. Okay, the next thing we need to do is we need to get some brown paper. Now, I buy my brown paper on a roll. I pick it up at Dollar Tree. My Hobby Lobby carries some, but honestly, the Dollar Tree paper is a very good paper. That was a piece of scrap you heard hitting the floor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this up. I'm going to eyeball it, you guys. And we're just going to lob off a hunk because it's just... these are your fabric scissors. Your grandmother just turned in her grave. Okay, so you guys have never really seen me do this technique before, although I have done it. That's why I have this paper here. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover the Cheez-It box. And I definitely got way more paper than I needed, but that's okay. So we're just going to keep using these scissors. Okay. Whew. So I was reminded by my friend Donna at Twisted Paper Studio about, you know, covering with brown paper first. You can add some... I'm going to cover it with brown paper. And then I think I'm still going to add some felt to it, you guys, just because it gives it a little bit of cushion and it does reinforce it some. So I think we're going to go ahead and still take on that kind of idea here. Okay. I definitely am very close to not having enough glue for this project. I may have to run into the other room to get more. But y'all will understand. I know it. Okay. So let's work on this side first. And let's get a piece of, this is, oh, it's just that much too short. You guys see that? Let's try this piece. Maybe we won't be doing this. We'll get it. This will work. Oh my goodness, this is definitely cut on Wonkadoodle Wednesday, you guys. Which is tomorrow. we're doing a traveler's notebook tomorrow in the Crafty Bunch event, which I'm a little excited about. Because it's travel the world is the theme. And I just thought traveler's notebook will be fun. And you guys are, if you follow me on that platform over there, you need a, no joke, a placemat, a plastic vinyl placemat. I got them at Walmart. They were $1.99, and they were double-sided. So, yeah, do that. Get yourself one so that you can craft along with us. So, let's see if we can get enough out of this to get this on here, and then we'll have to get the other bottle. So, what did everybody do today? I'll have to come. I know I already just asked that, but besides babysitting my granddaughter, I didn't do a whole lot more because you don't get a lot done with a baby. Although a proud grandma right here moment was the fact that I strapped that baby on this morning and I wore the baby during the live. You guys, no kidding. I surely did. Okay. So we have that all nice and spread out. And let's just doop this on there. Press that down. Okay, now we're going to trim that out. We're just going to trim it up. Watching on the big screen. Oh, that is weird, Angie. You found me. Listen, I don't know why either, but like when I do a live on YouTube, my phone gets insanely hot. I don't know why. Okay, so you could cover both the inside and the outside with this. I'm just doing, we're going to cover both sides with fabric, and we're using fabric scraps. That's kind of our thing today. We're scrapping it up. Again, my friend Donna from Twisted Paper Studio, she does all of hers like this, and she does these reels and these TikToks, and she flips her glue bottle, and oh, I'm not that ambitious tonight for glue bottle flipping. It's glue bottle flipping good, you guys. So, who has a Cheez-It box? Me too. And I don't know if anybody noticed, but like I was so much slower today than I usually am. Like I'm usually really fast. And today not so much. I was like, "Woo, girl, I can't go so fast." And I kept putting tools away because I was afraid of getting her with it, and I was just very nervous about that. So oh my goodness gracious. Listen, I definitely have a glue bubble here. Well, we're going to do it this way. This is my old glue bottle holder, but we need to get some glue to the tip so we can get squirting. Once I get this on the paper, we'll probably have to go to the other. All right, so we're going to glue this down and get it all set, and then I got to tell you, I am going to take it to the sewing machine. I'll film that as a quick video for on here, so that way you can see me sewing it like my sweet friend does. And I just haven't done a junk journal this way in quite some time. Look at how it's going all over the place. Oh my goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. And listen, the difference between area to watch on Facebook versus area to watch here on YouTube is two completely different, no kidding. It's very different, because on this one you get way out there, and over on Facebook you get like this much room. So it's definitely going live from one platform to the other is very different. Going live on TikTok is like nothing. I don't really like doing TikTok lives. And, there's not enough of my followers that will come over there and watch. I get maybe like 3 people. And listen, I'm used to a crowd now. 9 is low. Y'all got no low numbers today, but that's okay. We still hang out. Like I said, there's a couple of good events going on. Oh, speaking of events, on Saturday, no kidding, Saturday is the artist trading. When are we having book? Oh, we were supposed to have bookmakers today. I'm telling you, I have grandma brain. No kidding. I forgot all about it, Sandy. Thank you for reminding me. I guess we're gonna do it not today, not tomorrow, because I'm doing errands with Evie and the baby all day, doctor's appointments and things like that. And then Thursday is Friday. We'll have bookmakers on Friday. I'll make an announcement when I get off of here. Thank you for the kind reminder. I was laying down. Listen, you want to know the truth? I was sleeping, okay? Jimmy Lou was sleeping. If you want to know the cold, hard fact of the matter, I was tired from having that. Ooh, and I'll tell you what, I accidentally, when I went to change her diaper, I felt terrible though. I accidentally, my nail, like, jabbed her in the leg because I'm not used to handling a baby, right? And it jabbed her in the leg. Oh my gosh, she's so dramatic, you guys. You think somebody about cut her leg off. She like, even like in the cry. Oh my goodness, the poor thing. I felt terrible though. I was like, Grandma is so sorry. Nona feels terrible. And it took a good bit to get her to kind of settle down, but yowza, she was not happy with me. Let's put it that way. Okay, so there's our paper. And then, okay, so what we're going to do is we wrap the corners over because the fabric does not get wrapped around, okay? Only the paper gets wrapped around to cover up the raw edges of the book. And then those edges then are kind of raw, what I would call raw. Let's scoot that there. So that's one thing to keep in mind. All right, so she does this is how you do this. You miter cut your corners. All right, and then I'm going to show you kind of a cool miter cut that you can do. And you can do this on all your books. You can do it with your fabric too. But what you're going to do is you're going to miter cut at your folds down here. So see where my fold is here? I'm cutting in like this. I'm just cutting a little triangle, right? Just like so. And then we're doing one right here. Just like so. Okay. And then those get wrapped up and around. All right, so here comes listen, my other scissors are out. My paper scissors are out in the other room. So the fabric scissors are getting used and ruined is right. No one tell on me, okay? All right, so just notch out a little V there, you guys. That's what you do at your spine. And it saves on bulk because we're going to cover this all with fabric, so it's going to be bulky enough. It doesn't need the extra bulk of the paper. Anyone else cover their books like this, like I'm doing here? And this is just brown paper, and we're just scadooting it all the way around, okay? And now we're doing paper to paper, so I can use my book glue, because it's just paper to paper. And we'll be covering this up with fabric. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Now, you could use stick glue for this if you want to. Listen, I admit it freely. I'm a glue snob. I can't help it. I just am. I like the glue that I like, and I use it for a reason. Elmer's glue, it yellows and it dries out over time. Okay, so that's something to be mindful of. Remember school projects, projects like that your kids used to do. I'm telling you, the glue used to yellow and stuff would start falling off, and next thing you know, you have glitter project from the school all over your house, and you're like, you gotta be kidding me. So that's one reason why I don't, because I don't want things to dry up and fall off and do all the things. So other glues are just can be a pain in the butt. So I like this glue. It works out good for me. It has a good hold. I don't usually have trouble with it. And we're just pulling this around. Okay. Let's see what everybody's saying. What are you saying? You got to go. Okay, Angie. All right. So let's talk. What kind of snacks are you eating while you're watching me on the big screen? I heard somebody say they had me on the big screen. What kind of snacks do you guys enjoy when you're watching your crafter friends? I like Cheez-Its, apparently. I have a few Cheez-It boxes around. So, but what kind of snacks do you like to eat when you're watching your favorite crafter on the tube, on your device? What do you like? Okay, so there's that, you guys. So there we have that. And once we get the the fabric on here, it's going to be even more sturdy. And it just looks like a brown school book that got covered. So it's got a little bow in it, but that's because the box was bowed anyways. So that happens, right? Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to lay out some fabric pieces for what we want, okay? Like, what do we want to use on our book here? So we already picked out these black ones. So look at this black piece here. This is going to go here. Okay, I already decided that. And then we're going to do a strip here. Okay. So we're going to add a strip of this green. Okay. And then the blue. Got the blue. We're going to grab us a little squared off piece of blue. And then we're going to do burgundy right over the spine, I think. I think I will like that idea. So just like that. And we'll trim this all up then. Okay. And then we've got right here, we need this burgundy. And my fabrics are all they're all a mess, you guys. Let me just say. I don't know why, but they are. So let's just trim this back. And I like if it's fraying like this has some fray to it. I'm okay with that. Maybe you don't like that, so that's okay. You don't have to like it. So if we do this, can you guys see? We're going to have these two green patches that look just slightly different. So we can do that, or we can cut this and we can put a green patch there and a green patch down here. Entirely up to you guys. What do you think? Should we split the green here, or what should we do? Let's do that. I feel like I should use my rotary cutter for this. So kind of just, we can even do it up a little bit like that. Oh my goodness gracious, you guys. We can do this, right? Like so. Put this over top of that. And then what we can do is we can take some of this off, and then we'll have a little bit more of that green action happening. Okay? Just like that. All right, so that's looking good to me. I'm good with that. And then when we're done, we'll go trim all the way around the outside and take off any extra, like, not so nice things, okay? Okay, I'm good. I think we're good. That's good. And then we're going to put some very vintagey piece on the front there. All right, so we're going to do this piece first. And we're going to do the same thing, you guys. We're going to just put the glue down and we're going to spread it around with our spoon. And then we'll move on to the next thing. And then once it's dry, I'll take it to the sewing machine, which will be tomorrow sometime, and I'll stitch it. I'm telling you, we're going to probably have to go for the other bottle of glue. I'm not actually sure where it's at, so I'm trying to avoid it if I can. Okay, so there we go. All right, now we're going over the top here. I'm going to put that long piece on there. And then I'm just going to do a zigzag stitch, almost like a patchwork, like grandma's patchwork quilt. Okay, here we go. With this piece, straight on like so. Very nice, Jimmy Lou, very nice. We're going to do our blue. The blue is going to go over the top, which is what I wanted it to. And then this red is going to go, it's going to go over the top of those as well. I even think I might do this. Yeah, I think I might do that just because we'll have kind of this straight off piece. Let's trim this up, you guys. Hold on. So tell me what you guys, when you're not watching Crafters and you're streaming something, what are you streaming? What is it that you're watching? What do you like? Tell me, because I'm curious. I'm nosy. I can't help it. Hold on one second. Chris Hunter is asking me a question. Maybe we can get her to come over and hang out with us. I think we can. Let's see if we can get her over here. All right. We're going to add some glue here. Ooh. I'm telling you, come on, glue, work for mama. Somebody was asking me about using Mod Podge to do this, and the answer to that is yes, you can. But it is a little trickier. So just keep that in mind that if you do, I would purchase the stuff that's the fabric kind, just so that you know, right? That it's going to work out good for you. All right, I'm putting that ruffly piece back here. That's going to get trimmed off. We're going to flip that ruffle part out. Because I like it, right? Because sometimes we just like it. I'm going to tell her, come hang with us. See if we can get her over here, you guys. I'm so terrible. No gray fray. Okay. If I do one of these covers, I'll probably do an exaggerated fray. Yeah, exactly. Eating cookies. Yes. You need to order glue from me. Glue from me. I don't sell glue. Ooh, I got a globber of glue there because it didn't spread out. That's okay because we can add some lace or something over that too. Okay, I got to go grab my other bottle of glue because this is, we're like done here, you guys. Oh wait, there's hope. We have hope. We have some hope. That's what it was. I just didn't have the bottle upside down. Okay, so we covered the Cheez-It box with brown paper. So our edges are going to be left brown. Okay. And we just have this piece of blue left that we're going to do right there. And then I'm just going to zip, 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 zip. Then we're going to do zip, zip, zip. Okay, so just like a patchwork, okay? Just like grandma used to stitch a patchwork. Hey, Carrie Hall. We're talking about who's going to try one of these books, and if you're going to try it leaving the frayed pieces and that kind of stuff. So this stuff here looks vintage, but it's not. This stuff here looks vintage, and it is, and that's okay. Okay, let's see if we got enough glue to finish the job here on the front. And well, we shall see. We might. It's like way at the bottom of the sea. Make sure you get your glue all the way out to your edges so it doesn't get all weird on you. Okay. Whew. Let's flip it. We didn't do too bad at getting pretty close to the edges there, so now I'm just trimming it up. Oh, I love old fabrics. I really do. I get asked all the time about this fabric, and it's almost gone. And one time I was like, oh, I have this vintage Winnie the Pooh fabric. And I was like so proud of the fact that I found it at a thrift store and that it was vintage. And then I'll tell you what. Do you know what happened to me? I went to Hobby Lobby, and they had that fabric at Hobby Lobby. And I was like, are you serious? Here I was thinking that this was some vintage find, the score of the century. And here it wasn't. So go figure. Okay, so here's our book cover. And we'll have to tack that down a little bit. I'm not sure if I want that green to be at the top, or I think I really want the blue on the front and the green at the bottom. I think I just want to do it that way. And again, this is a style I have not done in a long time. It smells old. Listen, I bought new fabric that smelled like an old lady's house because it came from Hobby Lobby. No kidding. So look, there we go. We just need to do a little. Oh, that's not going to work because there was no glue on there. Oh, hang on. I do not like glue boogers. Just press that down. Okay, see, it folded over when I went to cut it. That's how I knew I needed to take care of it there. Okay, so there we go. There's our book cover. I don't know what we're going to do. Now I'm like second guessing what I want to do there. So, okay, so on the inside here then, we're just going to cover with some fabrics, okay? So whatever we want to do here, we can. You could cover it all in one fabric if you like. It's entirely up to you. Let's just see here. And I want to do something kind of a little different than what we did on the front. Although, I don't know, you may end up doing like a little of both. Who knows? Who can tell what someone's going to do, right? Do any of us even really know? I don't think we really know. Like, I think this black would look really good right there, coming off the sides, like as in wings, because We can layer some fun things over the top as well. Okay. And it's going to look very patchworky with all the stuff, all the stitches going all different directions. But, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We also have some of this gray. This would be good too. Let me just trim this piece off a little bit. There we go. Whoops. There we go. So we can do some gray with the black. We have this. We want to get some green on here and some blue. Okay. So we didn't use that gray on the front. That's okay. We don't have to. So let's add a strip of blue. Right here at the bottom. So we're kind of patchworking it, okay? That's the idea that you want to get. And then here's this green part. So we definitely want to make sure we get enough of green happening. So we're going to go here and we'll go there. All right. I still have some of this green, you guys. Go me. And so we can just go right like so. And we can overlap this some more or some less just by doing this. Put the red down first, the black over top and that. And then I like the way that looks right there. I'd say give me some hearts, but I can't see them no how. So we're either going to use a vintage cabinet card on the front. I had some here. We might use a cabinet card on the front. We might use some Sears and Roebuck page on the front. We may do a little of both. It says baby carriage. How fun is this? This is fun. We're going to have some fun with this book and this paper and stuff throughout, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Let me see. How much glue do I have? I think I have enough glue to make this happen. Let's see. Maybe not. I just heard it go and I'm thinking, yeah, maybe I don't. And it's not that I don't have another bottle of glue, because I do. I always have glue. I need to get more glue, but I always have glue. All right, here comes this. Right like so. So there's that. Now we're going to go this. Wait, we're going to put the black down next. Right? The black. I think we need to do the gray. Yeah, we need to do the gray first. And then this stuff. That's what we need to do. Okay, so gray, then black, then these pieces. In fact, we're just going to go right out here. And just be spreading. Let's spread it. Start spreading the news. You have to order. Hey, Holly. You have to order more glue. Don't we always, like, we could always use more glue, right? And I'm probably doing this completely different than other people do it, but guess what? It's my book, and there are no rules in junk journaling. I guess there's like basic rules, but there's no real rules in junk journaling. So there's that, and then we're going to go with the black. Now we're going to have to put some Fabri-Tac down in a couple of places, but that's okay. We'll make it happen. So like right along here and right along down here. Ooh, look at that. We got a big blobber coming out. Ooh, I just ran it right across my hands. Ooh, don't like that, you guys. All right, so there we go. Yahoo! We are motoring along, you guys, motoring along. Okay, so this is going over the top here. This one's going over the top down here. Let's do the blue first, because I think we'd be good with the blue first. Just eyeballing about how much I need. And then we're going to go right there for this. Might as well just do it all, right? Just get her done. Okay. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be about it for that fabric tack. I'll let it sit in a glue holder upside down for a bit until it's fully drained, and then I'll combine it with a partial bottle. That's how I do it, so that I get every drop. Oh, we're gonna have to add some right there. That's okay. We can do it. We can do it, you guys. Okay, so we just need a little bit right there. Let's just put a little on the spoon, since we need such a little bit. Oh, gee willikers. It's really going everywhere. I need to order. I like this bottle for immediate. Kevin's bottle holders are good for like getting it all to one end. Okay, so there's our piece, you guys. Look at that. That's going to be a fun book cover. And then we're going to stitch it all the way around the outside. It's going to look great. Okay, so let's talk about the things that we're going to do to the inside of it. We're going to create 2 to 3 signatures, we said. I'm going to start small. I'm going to start with 2 signatures, and then we'll decide. I'm probably going to add some lace to this, you guys. I have some beautiful lace in the other room. That will just look great on this book cover. That just needs a little trim there, and a little trim here, and some right along this edge. Try to remember not to cut your paper that you have there at the bottom in between your book covers. Okay, so this will go to the sewing machine, and we'll stitch it, and then I don't know, we'll figure out. It's going to go this direction, so just like so. It's going to get stitched all the way around. It's going to get some fancy stitches. It's going to look really, really cool. So let's talk about what I'm going to use for the signatures, okay? Okay, now you guys behave. Chris Hunter's coming on for a minute. Everybody get ready to say hi to Chris. She has her empowered group tonight. So that means she's a busy, busy woman. So she's giving us a few minutes. Okay, so we took a Cheez-It box and we've covered it. It's going to get stitched all around the outside. We're going to stitch here. We're going to stitch here. We're going to stitch this and this. Okay, on the outside, we're going to do stitching. And then we're going to decide, do we want the green at the top or do we want the green at the bottom? I think I want the green at the top. And then we're probably going to, I don't know, maybe a cabinet card. This one's kind of big. I feel like that one's just a little too big. So we may end up going with something smaller. And again, it's going to be me having to find something. Here we go. Find something smaller. Well, guess what? Jimmy Lou just did. So we have these really cool ones. And before I use these ones, I want to scan them because they're super duper cool. Chris Hunter's here. Hello, Miss Chris. I told the ladies, let's see if we can get Chris to come hang out with us for a bit. And then you did. So yay. Okay, so these are original cabinet cards. I got these at a flea market near me, and I've been using them. There are some kits in the shop where you could create your own. Listen, you could get a kit just so that you could have the cabinet card too. So what do we want to decide to do on here? So this is kind of big this direction, but I don't really want to put a dude on the front here. That's just me. And then look at this one. Isn't she pretty? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Look at that. Look at how pretty she would look on there. No matter where we placed her, she would look fantastic on there. And then we have like the two sisters, but again, it's kind of big. It's big like this one big. So, you're sending your mom over? All right, Chris's mom is coming over. Chris's mom's coming over. All right, now we have a party. We had a party before, but now we really have a party. So I'm not sure what I really want to do on the cover there yet, but we have time. We're just kind of getting rocking and rolling here. So I'm going to do pockets, probably lace is what I'm thinking. Oh my goodness, my lace is so buried, you guys. Anybody else have that problem? Your lace is just so buried underneath everything. So then what ends up happening is I'm yanking stuff out to see what I have and what I want to use, and then it's all over the floor. So I mean, we have this. Remember this stuff? I've used this before. This actually would look really swell over top of the whole piece. I'm just saying. Look at that over top of the whole piece. You can still see the patchwork stuff. And you got the lacy part that you can still see that. Tell me what you think. Tell me, do you like that as kind of an idea for, is that the outside? That's our inside. Shoot. So if we do it this way and put the green at the bottom, we can still put this all along the outside. Now this was a curtain, you guys. And I got it at a thrift store. And I really love it. And I think this would make a really pretty cover. Because then we have like these little bumpity bumps up here, little bumpity boos. What I want to call them. I'm calling them bumpity boos. I don't know what they're called, but they're super cute, in my opinion. Right? It looks stunning, right? Oh, well, you can check back, but we probably won't be here because I had the grandbaby today and I am tired. I keep saying it, but babies make me tired. But you know, we can even take some of this really pretty trim. And we can add this along the bottom just to add a little extra. We can also take, I have more of this stuff too. We can take some of that too, and we can add it wherever. I also have, I have this black, and I've been itching to use this black as a pocket. Oh, I'm very sorry, but my camera is very low. Bumpity boos on bottom. Okay, let me show you here in a second. But we can take this black and we can create a pocket with the black. I don't like that. No, we can't. I like the bumpity boos. And I think we would use the bumpity boos as a pocket on the inside too. Okay, so you want to see it this way here. And then we put the bumpity boos on the bottom like so. Is what you're saying you wanted to see. I like it at the top. I like it over top of the dark. The green just blends in a little bit too much for me. Can you see it okay? The green just blends in a little too much for me, I think. So therefore, I think therefore I think I want to go this way, right? Because we can trim this off. We'll have 3 bumpity boos on here. And our stitching will show for our patchwork and around the edges. And then we'll take this fancy schmancy stuff. We have this, or I have, guys, I have this stuff too that I bought at Hobby Lobby, and I'm loving this stuff. We could add this along the bottom instead, just like so. And then we'll have all of these, we'll have bippity boppity boos up here and dingle dangles down here. What do you think? For now, it's going to be after I stitch it. Okay, and this is the outside. I keep checking. This is my outside. So we've got this with, and these will, they'll do all of that. They'll do, but it will cover that up. And then we can use this greenery stuff for the pocket on the inside. And we can let this part hang down. If you know what I'm talking, if you know, you know. But maybe, excuse me, but maybe you don't know. So let's show you. So first of all, I'm trimming off the sewn over edge, okay, because they were curtains, so they have this fancy sewn over edge. So we're just going to get rid of that, okay? And then now we have this, okay, like so. And we're going to trim it up right here along the edge here too. Okay, so we have that. Okay, so when we flip this over, it's going to be tough for me to show you what I'm talking about. You'll have those bumps stick up at the top. Now, they're not going to stick up a whole a lot, but if we take this to create the pocket at the bottom, okay, we can do like along here if we want for the pocket, and let this also hang down. I don't think we'd have to. I think this will look good as a pocket this direction, so that we have this, you know, we'll have 2 bumps there and 2 bumps here. And then we'll have that, and then that fringy stuff will hang down. What do you guys think? Talk to me. And nothing has to be decided right now, right this second, okay? But I'm liking that idea of this as the pocket on the inside, and then this completely covering. We'll stitch it first, and then I'll glue this on. I'll probably glue this on and leave that up just a bit up there at the top, because we'll have room down here with adding this trim. Okay, so we have some wiggle room to play with there. So we can even scoot this up a little bit more, so we have stuff hanging over, right? And then we'll have stuff hanging off the bottom, hanging over the top. Oh my gosh, I'm excited for this book now. Am I ever glad? Here a bump, there a bump, everywhere a bump, right? Old McJimmy had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Now listen, I will only have a little bit of this stuff left then, but that's okay. Because I got it at Hobby Lobby and I can purchase more of it. And I think it's meant for like bridal dresses and stuff like that. See how it hangs down? So we'll have bumps and dangles. And I think I'm really liking that, okay? And then I can keep this part for somewhere else in the book. You know, you can cut these off and just have the little flower pieces. It's up to you. Okay. All right. So that's what we decided there. This lace here is going to be for the pocket on the inside. So let me just set this stuff to the side, because I want to discuss with you before I go what the inside is going to look like. So let me get rid of my scrap fabrics here. Throw them on the floor. It's important. Okay. And here's the paper pad. Let's go up so you can see a little bit better. So I want to go kind of vintage. All right. So I'm thinking vintagey. My friend Cynthia sent me all this beautiful vintage French music and stuff like that I want to use in this book. This is Park Lane. Now, I don't typically purchase Joann's paper because I don't particularly like it. It says it's cardstock, but let me show you. This is very flimsy cardstock, in my opinion, but the paper is beautiful. So let's look at this. We can add maps to this. Actually, I'm going to use some of this in my journal tomorrow. 5:15. If Chris Hunter's mom is here, hi, Chris Hunter's mom. 5:15 tomorrow, the Crafty Bunch, we're doing a traveler's notebook from a placemat, a vinyl placemat. So you need to go to Walmart or Dollar Tree or somewhere and pick yourself up, or go into your junk bin and pull it out. Okay, so we have these, okay, that this is going to make great paper. So a couple of things I can do. I can cut this down to 8.5 by 11 and feed it through my printer on the back side and print some stuff on it. I can use stamps and I can stamp on it. Those are 2 amazing, totally awesome things that I can do to create the backside nicely. We can also take it and we can copy Mama P's idea and back the 2 together. There's Miss Karen. We can back the sides together. I see Mama P do it all the time, and stitch both ends, so that way then you have some pockets and it makes the paper a little bit more reinforced. So hang on a second. Oh, I thought maybe I thought maybe my battery was dying, you guys. But it's got beautiful, look at this. This has to go in there. These locks and whatever they are, keys and stuff. And then there are some like, this is really pretty here. This has some, what is this sticking? It has some floral print along the edge there. So there's a lot can be done with this book. We can use this as cut aparts. We can make tags, postcards, all kinds of fun things. Here's some, what is this, bingo? Silly bingo, learning bingo, sassy bingo, who knows? This has like some math written down in here. And this stuff here is fantastic for using for journaling. So again, this came from Hobby Lobby. This, or from Joann's. See, I don't ever buy paper from Joann's. I love this. But I want to give you guys a sneak peek. Who would like a sneak peek at what paper the Junk Journal Jamboree is using on Thursday? You're going to have to answer, though. You got to tell me. I'm not just going to guess. You have to tell me if you want a sneak peek of the paper. And I can tell you, you're getting a 30% off discount code on Thursday. So don't go purchase your paper packet right away. And then I think she has printables, but she also has like physical items in her shop. And I think you guys are getting a code for that too. Look at that. Karen's like, yes. Karen, haven't you seen it? Didn't your daughter show you? Look at this. This will be beautiful in this journal that I want to do. Okay, so this paper pad is the paper pad that I am indeed using in this journal that we just did the cover, and we did the whole sampling of what the outside is going to look like when I get it stitched. I'm going to stitch it. I'll film the stitching and we'll upload it here as a quick video. And then, you know, we'll do this along here. So this is a book that we're going to do specifically here on YouTube. I do not have intentions on working on this over on Facebook. So if you want to watch it, you're going to have to watch it here. So are the ladies over there. Let me grab, I printed this stuff out. Let me go grab it really quick. Okay, first of all, I have no idea what I'm doing here, except for I know I'm covering this box with a vintage yellow fabric. And then I have a doily tablecloth that's going to overlay that completely, because that was my vision for that. So let me move this stuff out of the way. So I went with the Raisin Nut brand box because, well, first of all, it was in the trash bin. Second of all, when I fold the papers in half, I'll be able to cut this box down to the size that I want. It also has a 2-inch spine, so I'll be able to get 2 to 3 signatures in it. And I have to print the other set of signatures tomorrow. So what I did, this paper is beautiful. Look at this. I double-sided printed mine, okay? And there's 10 sheets. If I print out the same stuff, 10 sheets of that, we can fit into 2 signatures, okay? So that's my plan. I believe Chris Hunter has her cover done, like she's already done it. But look at these pretty papers with the edgings here and the butterfly. If you're loving it, you're loving it. Either you're loving it or you're not. So it's a botanical type journal with florals and butterflies, and I'm really loving it. It's really pretty. It's got a lot of pretty things happening in it. I have to tell you, this would not have been a journal that I would have bought had I seen it online. Not because it's ugly, not because it's not my style. I am not a big purchase a butterfly kit fan. That's me. So much at the fact that, like, I went through all of my fabrics to see if I had a fabric that would have some onto it. And I gotta tell you, nope. I have nothing with butterflies. It's just not my thing. And that's okay, but it's pretty. when I printed it, I was like, oh, my Lanta, this is gorgeous. So we have the vintage Daisy to thank for this. This is a friend of hers, and this friend has been really struggling, having a hard time. So we're going to give her a little financial boost. We're going to purchase some things from her shop, and she has a lot of lovely pieces. Tomorrow, I believe the Junk Journal Jamboree ladies are going to post it with their link, or with the link and the code. The code is not good until Thursday, though. So if you're planning to buy it, you're planning to buy it. It's not expensive. So 30% off of it. Okay, so I want to know, Mama Chris Hunter, are you still here? Are you going to get this? Is this going to be one that you want to look and try? Okay, so there's those pieces. And then I'm still working on the cut of the fussy cuts. There was a whole section of fussy cuts that are these butterflies, that are these floral pieces. Oh, excuse me. And I'm planning to do a lot of tuck spots, I gotta tell you. And then these were called postcards. Now I don't see postcard, I see pocket. That's me. I see tuck spot. I see little pieces folded in half. I see something different, but that's why we all get the same kit and do something different with it. I also see like a mini journal cover, just a little mini folded in half. There's a lot you can do with these. Look at how beautiful this is. So you can cut these as one big piece, or you can cut these up, and I'm planning to cut them up. That's my plan. I think I'm using something either inspiration, cherished, precious, or nature, I think was what I was thinking of for the cover. I printed 2 of those because, again, they will make nice pockets. And then look at these beautiful stamps. So there's this big sheet of stamps, and then there's a smaller page too that had stamps. So, you know, these will make great tuck spots or little mini journaling cards, right? And then here's the stuff I actually got cut out today. The baby was napping, so I was able to do it. There's some really big tags. And these big tags, you can print on the opposite side. You get all of these printables, so you can print on the opposite side one of these like collage pages. That would be great. Okay, if you wanted to. You could also print lines. You could glue lines on it. And I just printed the pages for the book were printed on copy paper. The pages for the cut aparts are done on copy or on cardstock. So some really beautiful tags. Who's loving it? Isn't it pretty? I even feel like this would make this would make a really great book all on its own. I might have to just go print some more of these and do one, because I think that would be a really pretty kind of tag book. If you know, you know, okay? Then there were these little tags that have some things written on them. Here's a smaller sheet of those stamps, those postage stamps. It's very pretty, isn't it? And I'm not a botanical girl. I love the florals, but I am really not a butterfly. I'm just not a butterfly girl, but I love the florals in it. But it's really a beautiful pack. So I love that we get the kit. It doesn't cost us anything, and then we just share with you. And I love that they give you guys codes so you can go and do all the fun stuff with it. So thank you so much for joining me as we put together a cover and talked about what we're going to do for the signatures when we meet. I'm trying to get live twice a week, but I got the Junk Journal Jamboree this Thursday, so I'm not going to get live because that is my event and I need to be there. Yes, with a lace spine. That's exactly what I'm thinking. All right, don't give away my secret though, Debbie Fritz, okay? Maybe I'll do a little sample before the Jamboree. Who knows? So this is what this cover is going to look like. It's going to get this for a pocket on the inside. And I don't know what we're doing on the outside yet. And nothing has really spoken out to me, but this is looking great. So, all right, you guys, I hope that you all have an amazing rest of your night. Remember to always be kind. This will be listed. I'll do a playlist on this book right here, and it's going to be called Heirloom. So that's what we're going to call it. So you can come back and rewatch it as many times as you like. I am trying to gain some monetization here on YouTube. So if you wouldn't mind, going and watching some of the videos, let them play if you can. Yeah, mum's the word. Zip it. Zzz. Um, yeah, I have a couple ideas that I want to do here. So, anyways, you guys, uh, you can watch all the old videos if you want to. There's some really old stuff on there, you guys. Back when I first started, before I even had my Facebook page, no joking, it was really awesome. So, this is going to be very, very pretty. I'm excited to stitch it. I'll do that tomorrow and I'll film it and I'll get it uploaded. It'll all be in one playlist. The heirloom book is what we're going to call it, because hopefully it becomes an heirloom for somebody. And oh, I was saying, and we're going to use some of this in this book as well. The Sears and Roebuck. This is it's a reproduction, okay, of the Sears and Roebuck catalog. Look at this. There's the order form. This is an exact copy of an order form, of an order written on our regular order blank. Look at that. How cool is that? So some of this stuff is going to make it in there. And I just mean in the fact that we're going to tear. Oh, look at these spoons. Man, I think my grandma had these ones. We're going to do some tearing and some ripping of these. We're going to make some tags. Look at the ladies' dresses. Aren't they gorgeous? So this should definitely become a really cool heirloom piece, all on its own. All right, you guys, have a good rest of your night. Remember to always be kind, because you never know what someone's going through. And you'll leave me on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and because I hit the 500 subscribers, and there was three goals that you had to hit. So, and I've hit two of them. So the third one is just those minutes viewed. So, it is what it is. Facebook is old news for that. I've tried and tried to hit that goal over there, and it keeps being mean to me. So I'm like, forget it. Forget it. We have other things, more important things to worry about than that, right? Okay, you guys, have a good night. Sleep well. I hope you dream of all things books and junk journaling and paper crafting. Hopefully it doesn't keep you awake at night like it does me, but if it does, well, get a tablet and write some things down. And you guys can share videos and stuff over into the Junk Journaling Jamboree is the name of the Facebook group. Anything paper crafting, even if you find a YouTube video that is teaching a technique that you think is really cool, I do approve those over there, unless it's something I'm planning to like kind of teach. I share those over there. So, all right, you guys, have a good night, and I'm gonna see you all real soon around the corner. Bye, guys.